The feelings you will have during an unexpected pregnancy. These are the feelings that a man or a woman can have during an unexpected pregnancy. Now, we're not saying unwanted, but we're saying unexpected, right? And for those of you who know my story, right, I met my now wife at the time when we first met to the time that we got married. It was 3.5 months. God confirmed it all the way through. We shared our testimonies. We didn't hold anything back. Fully transparent and authentic right from the start all the way through. And that's why God led us to getting married in 3.5 months, because we covered all the ground that most people take years to cover, right? So it's important to just don't waste each other's time. If that's the person for you, they're going to accept you for who you are, your past, your present, and where God is directing you in your future, right? But you need to understand that you're going to have certain feelings with an unexpected pregnancy. Now, my wife and I, when we got married, we were married for about 50 days. Until then, she got pregnant. So I lost my virginity on the wedding night, and then, there was that time of the month, just one, maybe two times, and then all of a sudden she's pregnant. So it caught us off guard. And Jackie was really excited in the beginning, but instantly my mind started thinking, oh my goodness, now I gotta, financially what this is going to take on. We're not going to be able to just get up and go as I was hoping within the beginning of our marriage. There's going to be certain things that we can't do because you're going to be pregnant now, right? My mind was futuristic thinking, and she was disappointed by that, and which is understandably so, because I started instantly thinking about all that. But then eventually she started thinking on that same page and started feeling what I was feeling months later. And you just need to understand, right? The feelings you'll have during an unexpected pregnancy, you're going to be happy. Like, I was happy, but I just needed time to digest, like, wow, I don't even get like a few years with my wife until she's pregnant, to be able to travel or to just get up and go and do certain things. Now I've got this, and that was a lot. So it's very important during an unexpected pregnancy that you don't fake your emotions. You show grace to yourself and to the person in whom you're married to. And you need to make sure, right, to just allow yourself to digest the emotions and the feelings that you have, because you weren't expecting this, and it caught you off guard, and rightfully so. It's a beautiful blessing. You're not knocking the blessing that it is. You're just taking time to digest, okay, financially, this is what's going to occur. Okay, time is going to be extremely limited. Once this person comes into existence, they're forever going to be in our lives. And the next 18 to 20 years, 22 years, right, they're going to be living at our place, most likely, potentially, right? All these things go through your head. And when that happened, I was, saving up, and I had, a decent amount in savings, but I was driving for about 45 to 50 days a sports car, Infiniti Q60 sport mode, so twin turbo V6, right? It was really zippy and fun. And unfortunately, fortunately I got to enjoy it for 45 to 50 days, but then as soon as I heard my wife was pregnant, I had to sell that car because I wanted to make sure that we had stuff in savings, and we were continuing what we were able to do within our budget, and then also investing. But I knew that this extra money, this lump sum, would be important later on. So you need to make sure that you understand the feelings you're going to have is maybe some disappointment, just some frustration, some questions like, God, why did it have to happen now? You're going to feel happy and excited and joyful. This is for an unexpected pregnancy, right? There are couples who've been trying for years and years, haven't been able to, and then all of a sudden they do. Of course, it's a way different feeling and story because they didn't know if they would get pregnant. But obviously, Jackie and I, it was very easy by God's hand to have that occur. So you need to understand that with an unexpected pregnancy, if your friends and whatnot are if your family is excited for you, right? But internally you're happy, but you're also not fully as excited as them, that's okay. If you have friends who are also pregnant, right? They've got a different story than yours. Theirs was probably expected. They might have more financial bandwidth to be able to afford that. They may have dated for 3-5 years beforehand and then got married and then got pregnant 9 months in. Well, they had years and years maybe before you, who maybe you met your future spouse and you got married 6 months in or 12 months in, right? There's all these different variables. So really take time to allow yourself to feel what you need to feel, because if you just bury it down, it's going to manifest and resurface in terrible ways later on. You need to take time, just as Ecclesiastes 3 says, there's a time and season for everything under the sun. Take that time, right, whatever it is, to really press into your feelings, talk them out with the person you're married to, just digest, go to God with it, right? And just allow yourself to feel, because the more that you allow yourself to feel that, you'll be able to accept it sooner and move forward appropriately. But if you try to bury it, there's going to be a lot of problems along the way. So if you have gone through this, you know it's a blessing. You know God's going to provide. Of course he is. God takes care of his children. God loves kids. He loves bringing newness of life together, and he allows us to be to play an integral role in that, right? God loves bringing forth new individuals and new people, forming them in the mother's womb, knowing their days already before their substance is even formed in the womb, as the psalmist declares. God loves people. He loves making those in his image, and he understands the sudden shock and surprise. But nonetheless, right, you know the joy, you know the blessing, but you have the ability, and reasonably so, to feel certain emotions and just allow yourself to go through that process. Because when you do, you'll be able to take that season in time, let it go, accept it, and then move forward, looking forward to the little blessing that awaits looking at you when the time comes to give birth.